Harley with Austin Fit Magazine and Sparkman Nutrition, and today I'm making a pumpkin pie, the butter pecan filling. I'd like to thank Whole Foods for the wonderful ingredients they provided us with. So I'm going to start with the crust, which is flour, brown sugar, some old-fashioned oats, chopped pecans, and a pinch of salt. I'm going to mix this together quickly. And then I'm going to add some cold butter that I've chopped into small pieces. I'm going to use my hands to mix it up until it's about pea size. And the reason I'm using cold butter and rather than melted butter and completely mixing it in is because it's going to give the crust a flaky texture. So I've mixed my crust and now I'm going to add it into the bottom of the ramekin. I'm just going to divide it evenly between the 6 ramekins. And I'm using 6 8-ounce ramekins, but if you wanted to divide it into smaller portions or you had a different size on hand, that would work just fine. We're just going to adjust the cooking time slightly. So next I'm going to press the crust into the bottom of the ramekin and so that it forms even on the bottom. And once this is done, I'm going to store these in the fridge while I make the filling. So I've placed the crust in the fridge to keep it cold while I mix the filling. So now I'm going to start with the filling, which is some pumpkin puree, some skim milk, maple syrup, eggs, vanilla, a pinch of salt, and then spices. And the recipe calls for pumpkin pie spice, but if you didn't have that in your pantry and you had some other things, you could use what I have here, which is cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, allspice, and clove. I'm going to add those in, and then I'll just mix this together to an even consistency. And I also use canned pumpkin, but you could use fresh pumpkin puree if that's what you would prefer. What's great about pumpkin is that it's high in vitamin A, which is good for eyesight, and one cup of pumpkin has more potassium than a banana. So I've mixed the filling and I've pulled my ramekins out of the fridge, and I'm just going to divide the filling evenly between the 6 ramekins. And I'm filling these about 3/4 of the way full rather than all the way to the top, so it gives them a little bit of room to rise as it bakes. Now I'm going to put them in the oven that I've preheated to 375 degrees for about 35 to 45 minutes. So I've pulled the pies out of the oven and placed them on a rack to cool, and I'm just going to garnish them with a little bit of the leftover nuts. Thanks for joining me. Check back next month for another fit, fast, family-friendly recipe.